Skin the Heart always 17. Back with another EP. And I thought the weigh-in was today, y'all, but the weigh-in not today. The weigh-in tomorrow. You know what I mean? I think, but either way, we still gonna do our breakdown today. I just changed, the title from live weigh-in. You know what I mean? After the fact, but we gonna break down Mauricio, Lara, and Leigh. We gonna take us a little time on. We gonna give us a. I'm gonna give y'all a formal show this morning, with this breakdown. We gonna talk about some of the undercards, right? We gonna talk about the main event. This fight will be Saturday. I got 6 people in the building right now. Could I get all 6 of y'all to smash that thumbs up? Whether you're for a good time or a long time. I know we waking up, we going to work and whatnot. But if you can, do your boy a favor, right? Help YouTube know that we live. I know it's early, right? So the best way, right, to let people know that we live this early is when you roll on in, hit that thumbs up, right? Help keep the lights with the views so we can let the others know that we up cooking, talking this good boxing right now. Let me say what's up to everybody that came through the building the right way. What's good, Lulu, baby? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Queen. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. BC, what's good, BC? TWT in the building. What's good, Miss Cassandra? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Miss Cassandra. Glad you can make it. Come back to back. What's good, bro? I'm about to bring my camera up in a minute. We about to get it going. Come back to back. What's good, Brody? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Glad you can make it also. Josh Sanders, what's good, Josh? TWT in the man. Good morning, TWT in the building, man. Good morning, my brother. Appreciate you sliding through. Right. Now that we got the hard part out the way, you know what I mean? We go break down, we go pretty much, break down all the fights. I'm gonna run through all the fights. You know what I mean? What's good, MP? What the fuck? What's good, MP? Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time, let me shout out my brody, MP. What the fuck? TWT in the building. What's good, King? What's good, Brody? Appreciate you sliding through. We about to break down the main event. We about to break down the main event for the weekend, and we gonna break down these other fights as well. And I'm gonna have the time slips. I'm gonna have the time stamps down in the description, so the people that want to go through the breakdowns, y'all be able to hit the time stamps, and y'all be able to get right back, to where you want to go. Type deal. But I really appreciate y'all folks sliding through. Now that we got the hard part out the way, I got 5 people in the building right now. And then I got 10 likes. So greatly appreciate you. Lulu said, "Put me back up there." I got you, Lulu. There you go. There you go, Queen. There you go. You know. But this weekend, the big fight this weekend, right, is Mauricio Lara versus Leigh Wood. Right, just for reference, Leigh Wood is his last victory. I don't know if it was his very last fight, right, but his last notable victory, right, came over Michael McConnell. He ended up stopping Michael McConnell in the 12th round. In the fight that he was actually losing. He was losing that fight. He ended up stopping Mike McConnell in the 12th round, and one of the knockouts, right, of the year, possibly one of the upsets of the year, right. He didn't win either. I think he won the UK knockout of the year, right. But most definitely a pretty good year, right. Pretty good year for Leigh Wood, as far as the big win. Now he's getting his title shot. What's good, Quickly? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Glad you make it. Queen in the building. TWT. Man, what's good, David, man? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, man. TWT in the building. Appreciate all y'all good folks sliding through. If y'all could jab that like button for your boy when you roll on in. When you roll on in, greatly appreciate it. We about to do this fight breakdown in prediction pretty soon. What's good, damn it, man? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, damn man. Damn man, what your score looking like for your game, Brody? What your score looking like for your game, Brody? Shout out my goddamn it, man. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, damn it, man. Feel like I ain't talking to y'all boys. Maybe it was because last night, I ain't do the chill session, but we back with the chill session today. Me and D Free in an intense battle. You know what I mean? Me and D Free in an intense battle. I think I'm up like 99 points or 98.5 or something like that. You know what I mean? So we locked in. We gonna be back. We gonna be back with the chill session tonight. We gonna be back with the chill session tonight. That you winning. That you winning. Okay. Yeah, we about to get to it. Really appreciate y'all coming through here. But Leigh Wood in his last fight, right? He's coming off a win over he's coming off an upset win over Michael McConnell, right? Knocked out Michael Conley. I call him Michael McConnell. Knocked out Michael Conley in the 12th round in the fight where a lot of people thought, that he was losing. He's facing off against Mauricio Lara. I think at this point, Mauricio Lara fought Josh Warrington. He's fought him twice already, and he fought him about 3 fights ago, right? If I'm not mistaken, Mauricio Lara knocked out Josh Warrington in the first fight, and in the second fight, Mauricio Lara was getting the better. He was getting the better of Josh Warrington in that second fight, and then accidental headbutt ended up happening, and they had to call a fight. It was ruled a no contest, and Lara got to keep his belt, in which he won from Warrington, and Warrington was awarded the no contest, and then they moved on with their lives. Since then, Josh Warrington has went on to beat Kiko Martinez for a strap, so Warrington is a champion again. So Warrington is a champion again, and Lara is walking around, with that former Josh Warrington belt. Leigh Wood, interesting story. Like I mentioned earlier, had a great 2022. Leigh Wood was Leigh Wood was put in the ring against Michael Collins. Oh yeah, Leigh Wood was put in the ring against Michael Collins, and then his fight with Michael Collins. Leigh Wood battled Michael Collins from the start of that fight to the end of that fight. One of the more exciting fights that I had seen last year, just pure entertainment value, pure action wise. Leigh Wood, Michael Collins was a very exciting fight. For majority of that fight, right? You had Michael Collins pretty much, controlling the fight, not dominating the fight, but most definitely, he had the ups on the fight, controlling the fight, and then Leigh Wood just never quit. Leigh Wood ended up battling back, and Leigh Wood ended up, closing that gap, and eventually stopping Michael Collins in a very impressive, gutty performance by Leigh Wood versus Michael Collins. So, both Lara and Leigh Wood both are coming out huge wins in their career. They both are pretty much riding a high right now, right, as far as their career. So neither of these guys are really feeling like or looking to lose, right? I would say that both these guys right now, right, are in their physical prime. I would say Leigh Wood right now, right, is in his, his mental prime, right? Mauricio Lara, he's still a fairly young guy, but he's had a nice amount of fights. He's been in there with tough enough opponents, to where this moment isn't going to be, too big for him. I feel like Leigh Wood is in his ultimate prime. I do still feel like Lara has a little, space to grow with him being, as young as he is, right? But I think he's in his physical prime. I think his mental game, is going to have time to grow, being that he's so young. But I'm basically saying all that to say that this is a pretty, this is gonna be a pretty even matchup. What's good, dude? My guy Tay D, what's good? Let me introduce y'all the right way. What's good, Tay D? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, King. Glad you can make it. Dude, what's good, pimp? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. TWT in the building. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all jab that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time. I'm just I'm giving y'all the intro right now. We're about to break these fights now. We actually go through all the fights on the card. Well, not all of them per se, right? But we're gonna go through about 3 or 4 of the fights on this card, on this EP. So y'all make sure y'all stick around with your boy. I'm about to get the camera up. We about to make it do what it do. Cause it's some interesting fights, on this card this weekend. I know some people I overheard somebody say, we don't got no fights this weekend. I know this ain't the most sexy fight, right? This ain't the most sexy fight, right? But if you are a purist, like a hardcore boxing fans, I know a lot of us not, hip, right, or not entertained or not intrigued by the UK boxing scene, but UK boxing is a big part, of boxing type deal. These are two of the better fighters fighting over there on the UK scene. Lara is not a UK fighter, but he does fight on the UK scene. Over there with the Zone and Boxer and those guys. Clarissa Shields actually fights on the UK scene, right? You know what I mean? But I digress. But this is Leigh Wood is one of those guys who he's one of those UK fighters who he's a fan favorite, man. He has a nice drawing over there. He's a fan favorite because of his fighting style. And then you pair him with Mauricio Lara, and you in for, a barn burner. Again, both these guys coming out some of their biggest fights. Both these guys coming off some of the biggest fights, if not the biggest fights of their career. Neither guys coming in here looking to lose. Both guys, both guys want to unify because Leigh Wood is the WBA champ at 126, and then you got Mauricio Lara, who is the IBF champ, if I'm not mistaken. He got the IBF from he either got the IBF from Josh Warrington, right? Or he either got the IBF or the WBO. Josh Warrington may be the WBO champ, and Mauricio Lara is the IBF champ, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of those two, right? If I'm not mistaken. But let me hip y'all to these undercards, a few undercard fights, right, that I want to talk about, that I want to go through. I'm gonna put their names up. And then we go get to it. I'm gonna put their names up, then we go get to it. We got Gamel Yafaya. Gamel Yafaya is the brother of the current gold medal winner out of the UK. It's two of them. You got two of them. So we got Gamel Yafaya versus Diego Alberto Ruiz. Gabriel Yafaya, 19-2. Ruiz is 23-6. There's no titles at stake on this fight. I'm about to bring it up so y'all can put a name to a face. He said Lara going to stretch wood. He hit way harder than Colin. Shout out my guy Tay. Shout out my guy Tay. Appreciate y'all slide. I'm about to bring this camera up so we can put names. We can put some names. You know what I mean, with these faces. So we can put some names with these faces, so it won't just be calling out aliens and shit. That's what it sound like. That's what it sound like. You talking about when motherfuckers just be able to talking and you be having no clue. You know what I mean? What the hell they be talking about? So I'm gonna bring these guys pictures up here so y'all can see, so we can see, right, and we can put these names with these faces. I'm multitasking right now, y'all. So y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all work with your boy. We about to get it going, though. And it's another fight. It's a couple more fights. It's like two more fights on this fight card that I want to talk about. And then we go get into the main event last. But I want to give y'all that breakdown about the main event before we did all that. But yeah, let me get this let's get this thing up. You got Yafaya versus Ruiz. Yafaya is I won't call him, he's a young prospect, right? He got a couple losses, 19-2, right? When he first came out of the amateurs, people expected well, he still can be, so I ain't gonna say that he can't be, right? But when he first came out of the amateurs, like his little brother, right? They expected him to, to reach above and beyond, right? To hit the top of the top. But Yafaya has taken a couple losses. He's taken a couple losses since coming out of the amateurs. You know what I mean? Let me put his box record up here so y'all can see exactly who we talking about. So, this for my parlay people. For my parlay people, we about to get down to it. Gamel Yafaya, it's two of them. It's him, and then he got another brother that just came out of the Olympics. Both of them pretty good fighters. You know what I mean? The little brother is a little more talented. The little brother is a little more talented than the big brother, which happens a lot though. Like, right, like it's kind of like normal almost, right? Like even in basketball and shit like that, just in normal, almost in life, right? The little brother is a little more talented than the big brother. You know what I mean? Given the little brother already pretty much a champion, right? But both fighters pretty good. Both fighters, both brothers, pretty goddamn good. You know what I mean? Both your fouls. Looking for. My bad, y'all. Skills. What's good, Skills? DP Rocket. Appreciate you sliding through. Let me go and get y'all right. What's good with y'all? Good for. What's good, DP? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Skills. What's good, my brother? TWT in the building. My brother DP, TWT. My brother Skills, TWT in the building. Right, but I digress. Let me get my let me get the chat up in my phone so I can see what y'all saying. So I don't just be ignoring y'all. Let me get the chat on my phone that we can get this thing going. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy, man. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we cooking. I know it's bright and early. I know everybody got shit to do, right? I know it's probably other people live right now. I know y'all probably don't care about Leigh Wood and Mauricio Lara, right? But y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we up talking this good boxing. Let YouTube know where you at. Let YouTube know that you know, over here talking that good boxing, right? Whether you gonna be here for a good time or a long time, hit that like button, help your boy get in that algo, right? So even if you ain't, staying, somebody might pick up on it, right? And they might stay. You know what I mean? Somebody might need this info, right? Somebody might be like, man, I want to make some of these bets, man. I need somebody who know what the hell they talking about. So hit that like button for them. Let them know that we live. Let them know this video. You know what I mean? It's going to be up. Greatly appreciate you. Greatly appreciate you. Boxing MMA, what's good? It's salute to you. Just at work listening in, brother. Salute to the fam and chat. Chat to my guy, Boxing MMA. I can see y'all. I got the chat on my phone right now. So appreciate you, Boxing MMA. What's good? We about to get to the breakdown. I mean, we about to get to the breaking down of one of the fights on the card, right? It's about 3 or 4 fights that I want to talk about. The main event being one. You know what I mean? But this is one that I got my eye on, right? Gamil Yafar. Gamil Yafar is 31 years old, 5'6", from the UK. You see, he has he lost 2 fights ago to Jason Cunningham, unanimous decision, 11-14. His last fight was a knockout win over Sean Cairns, in which I won money off. Him getting the knockout. Shout out my boy, Gabriel Yafaya. Again, this is the older brother. This is the big brother. It's 2 of them. It's little Yafaya, Yavil, and then Gabriel Yafaya. You know what I mean? This is the big one that we talking about right here. Normally, when the big brother fight, the little brother fight too. You know what I mean? But I hadn't seen. Matter of fact, we finna check that event. Out real quick. We about to check that event out real quick. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Now I got 13 people in the building. If y'all could help keep the lights with the views. You know what I mean? When you scroll on through, hit that thumbs up for your boy. I know it's bright and early. I know a whole lot of y'all don't be on this thing bright and early, right? I know it's bright and early, but if you could help keep the light with the views, greatly appreciate you. But he's facing off against Diego Alberto Ruiz, right? But opponent, sake, right? Jose Aguilar. Nope, that's not a Jose Aguilar. I thought it was Gavin McDonald. He lost to Gavin McDonald. I know Gavin McDonald. So he lost to Gavin McDonald. Okay, big air bandit. Wait, let me get my camera straight. Okay, so when it comes to Ricky Starkey, man, so when it comes to namesake, bro, this dude pretty much ain't fought nobody, right? Gabriel Yafai pretty much ain't fight nobody, that we recognize. We been on this circuit, them been on that circuit, right? Us being on this circuit, them being on that circuit. Not really many people. Appreciate you, Quee. Quee said on the clock, just listening in. Appreciate you, Pippin. Appreciate you. Diego Alberto Ruiz, he's 28 years old, 5'6". Opponent, Leigh McGregor. He got Leigh McGregor. I know Leigh McGregor. So he's fought Leigh McGregor, 11-0-1. Did Leigh McGregor stop him? He went the distance with Leigh McGregor. Leigh McGregor is kind of a puncher. You smoking or not? I say yeah. Oops, wrong one. Oh yeah, so Lee McGregor, he fought Lee McGregor. Lee McGregor is considered a bit of a puncher, man. So he went to he had a draw. He had a draw with Lee McGregor. Oh word. Oh word. So Reeves had a draw with Lee McGregor, right? Let me see if I knows anybody else on his resume. He got stopped by Michael Conlan, but he took Michael Conlan 9 rounds. Yep. Lee McGregor decent boxing. Yo, I got 16 people in the building, y'all. Before y'all leave, can I get all 16 of y'all to hit that thumbs up? I got 16 people in the building. I got 19 likes. I had 19 likes when I had 11 people in the building. So if y'all just scrolling on in the building, if y'all could hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we cook. Like, I'm really up at this time. Like, I ain't putting on no pre-recorded shit. Like, I ain't pre-recording nothing. I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm here up, live in the flesh. You know what I mean? Work, real work. Hit that button for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Not no pre-record. Not no pre-record shit. You know what I mean? But some real work. You know what I mean? Y'all hit that like button for your boy. Let your boy know that we live. But he went 9 rounds with Mike Conlan. He got TKO stopped, right? So he didn't necessarily even get stopped. So this guy has been in the ring with, the who's who. I see he been in the ring with Michael Conlan, right? He been in the ring with Lee McGregor, right? And also Sebastian Masoud. Sebastian Masoud, he lost to Sebastian Masoud on points as well. 11-0, 4 KO. You know what I mean? So this dude, Reeves, man, I like Gabriel Yafai. But here with this dude actually been in here with some guys. This is going to be a test for Yafai. You know what I mean? Gonna be a test for Gabriel Yafai. I know Gabriel Yafai, from the amateurs all those years back. You know what I mean? This gonna be a little test for him. This dude got more fights, right? 23 fights, 6 losses, 12 KOs. Only been stopped once with 1 knockout himself. So Gabriel Yafai, right, probably won't be able to, knock this guy out. He won't, because he's not just, the most extreme knockout puncher. Mike Salazar. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that, Teddy? You know what I mean? But this fight between Gabriel Yafai, right? So what this looks like is Gabriel Yafai is going up against, right, an experienced fighter. He's been in the ring with champions, former champions, right? Been in the ring with some of the top guys in their division right now. You know what I mean? Michael Conlan. So this is going to be, a cakewalk for Yafai. I've seen, he said he on dude resume you just looked at. He sound familiar. Okay, bet. I bet. You talking about Diego Alberto Reed. He didn't fought some people, bro. He didn't fought some people. Lee McGregor, Shabazz Masoud, Miguel Salazar, Mike Salazar. This nigga 8-14, Teddy. Let me see if you're talking about somebody else. Let's scroll on down. Let's see. I think you got the wrong Salazar, Teddy. That was a different Salazar you was talking about, G. That's a different Salazar, Teddy. Yeah. You said that's him? Oh, okay. Okay, but yeah. So he ain't hitting on too much. You know what I mean? He ain't hitting on too much. This right here gonna be a good fight, man. I'm gonna actually do a breakdown on this fight by itself. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna look at this fight, y'all. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna look at this fight. I'm gonna check it out. You know what I mean? On his own, so I can make me a good, breakdown and prediction. I don't want to steer y'all wrong. You know what I mean? But off the top of my head, just knowing Gabriel Yafai, and then looking at the other guy who's only been stopped once by Mike Conlan, right? I would probably, my bet for this fight would probably be this fight to go the distance. Yeah, yep. They fight Saturday, Teddy. I probably bet this fight to go the distance, right? And just from looking at the resume, the opponents, and how the styles of the fights went, knowing that Gabriel Yafai ain't really fought, the level of competition that dude fought, I probably bet this fight to go the distance. So right now, I'm going to tell y'all, bet this fight to go the distance, right? And then if Gabriel Yafai come in playing, he may very well mess around and lose that thing. You know what I mean? So that's going to be a good fight. I'm glad I went to look at that person that Yafai was fighting. You know what I mean? Because I think this gonna be a damn good fight. So now I got a reason to really tune in early. Now I got a reason to really tune in early and watch the undercard. You know what I mean? I got a real reason to tune in early and watch the undercard because, you know, my boy might be in the fight. You know what I mean? A fight that he may not necessarily win. You know what I mean? So your fire versus Ruiz, right? One of the fights this Saturday. Yep, this Saturday, Teddy. The fire versus Ruiz is one of the fights you want to check out this Saturday. It's a couple more. Where he's at? Where he at? Not that one. Here we go. Gary Cully fight this weekend. Also, my boy Gary Cully. My boy Gary Cully is stepping in the ring. He's stepping in the ring against another undefeated opponent. You ain't gonna want to miss this one. Yep, these fights Saturday, TD. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in, whether you're here for a good time or a long time. 17 people in the building right now. I got 19 likes. Can I get everybody in the building to hit that thumbs up for your boy? Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, you know what I mean? Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. Let YouTube know that we up early and we at it. You know what I mean? No pre-recorded shit. No pre-recorded shit. Live in the flesh. You know what I mean? Greatly appreciate you. Gary Cully, 15-0. 9 KOs. I like this kid, y'all. I like this kid. He one of those flamboyant guys, right? He more so, for lack of a better term, right? Now, fuck it, I'm gonna keep real. He got that Black American style of boxing. Gary Cully fights the Black American style of boxing, right? African American style, right? He got that pizzazz with him, got that swag with him. He even dressed like a Black American boxer. You know what I mean? You check the guy out. You like, damn. You know, his wardrobe is one of, you know, Black American boxer. His name is the Diva, right? He be wearing pink, he be wearing purple, shit like that. Eye catcher, you know what I mean? Now his fights are interesting. He got sneaky. Gary Coleman, one of these dudes with sneaky powers. You know what I mean? He's sneaky good. He's sneaky a good boxer. He got sneaky power. He got sneaky athleticism. You know what I mean? He could move. He's 6'2", fighting at lightweight. He's 6'2", you know what I mean? Fighting at lightweight. You know what I mean? I'm high on Gary, man. I like it. I think Gary actually could come over here. And I mean this, y'all. I actually think Gary could come over here and compete with our lightweights. Like, some of the best ones, not beat him, right? I don't know if he could beat him, right? But I most definitely think this guy could come over and he could compete with some of our lightweights simply out the fact that the size advantage is going to be in his favor. Damn near every time he step in the ring. 6'2", 135. When y'all see him fighting the ring, he kind of looked like the Sebastian Fundora of the lightweight division, but he's not an outside fighter. He's a range fighter. He's a range fighter, mid-range fighter. But he does have good inside work. But he want to keep the fight at a distance. The boy can fight. Boxing MMA said he's not the average boxer. He's skilled and got power. Yeah, facts. The boy can fight. The white boy can fight. You know what I mean? This ain't your average white boy. You know what I mean? The boy can fight. But Gary the Diva Cully, 15-0, 9 knockouts, 27 years old, 6'2", 135 pounder. You know what I mean? He's facing off against Wilfredo Flores. Now, this guy I've heard of, I don't know a whole lot about, but I have seen him fight a few times in the book of fight. You know what I mean? He up in New York right now. This dude can fight, you know what I mean, as well. He's a boxer puncher, kind of like Cully as well. 10 wins, 5 KOs with 1 draw. You go down his resume, right? And I'm gonna go down Cully's, right? But you go down his resume, there isn't really, you know, many people on here where you know names jump out at you. His toughest fight be against Victor Benincourt, right? But outside of Victor Benincourt, you see, you know, 7-2, right? Inexperienced guy, 1-8, 3-2, 3-4, 3-0. You know what I mean? 0-1, things like that. So he's still pretty early in his career. The fact that he's facing Gary Cully is a bit of a shock to me, right? You got 10 fights and you go face off against Cully. You know, so I salute these two guys. He's a little older, right, than Cully. So, maybe that explains why he faced off against Cully, right? When you're 33, you don't turn down these opportunities. You really can't turn down these opportunities, right? At 33 with 10 fights. Yo, y'all do your boy a favor. I got 19 likes. Y'all hit that like button for your boy when you roll on in the building. Greatly appreciate y'all folks sliding through this thing. You know what I mean? But we got Rafael Flores versus Gary Cully. Again, like I told y'all, I have seen Flores fight a few times. I seen Gary Cully fight a multitude of times. In this fight, I'm expecting Gary Cully to outbox. I'm expecting Gary Cully to be able to outbox. You know what I mean? Will Flores, he got the range on him. He got the height. He got the reach on him. You know what I mean? He's got decent power. Gary Cully he's like I was saying earlier, man. He got sneaky power. He's a sneaky athlete. These guys sneaky good. Like, I want y'all to start paying attention to this brother right here from he not a brother. I want y'all to start paying attention to this young man right here from the UK. Shout out my guy Skills in that super. Shout out my guy Skills in that super. There we go. He says Southern T, boxing and betting. Salute to the highest level. Shout out my guy Skills. Appreciate your skills. TWT in the building. Again, y'all, my bad Skills. Thank you. You reminded me. Again, y'all, support is free. Cash apps and super chats are welcome. You know what I mean? Cash apps, before the super chats, but I'm not turning down no supers, right? Cash app and super chats are welcome, but support is free. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Let YouTube know that we live. Greatly appreciate everybody sliding through. Drop the flames one time for my boy Skills in that super. But yeah, and this one, man, I'm expecting Gary Cully. To go in here and basically, outbox Flores. Flores never been stopped. So I ain't gonna say the guy go get stopped. He also never fought a guy the level of Gary Cully. Gary Cully is a different level, and you older than Gary Cully, and you less experienced than Gary Cully. This could be all bad. This could be all bad for Flores, right? But I'm gonna give Flores some respect. I'm gonna respect the undefeated record, right? I'm gonna respect the boxing skills because I have seen them box before. I got Gary Cully winning this fight. You know what I mean? Unanimous decision. I don't see a stoppage in this fight. I'm pretty confident that this fight, well, I ain't gonna say this fight will go to this because Gary Cully will start, adding their punches up together, and he will get you out of there. He got sneaky power, does Gary Cully. Sneaky power does Gary Cully. But I digress, man. He one of the people that I enjoy watching. I like watching this man fight. You know what I mean? So he fighting this Saturday as well. We got Gamil Fire, big brother of the gold medalist last year. Yavil Fire. We got Gamil Fire facing off against an undefeated. Facing off against a tough, veteran fighter, a young guy. He's younger than Gamil, 27, but he's had about 33 fights. Experienced guy, been there with Cullen, been there with some of the top guys in his division. So that's gonna be a good fight for your fighter. Then you got Gary Cully facing off against an undefeated fighter himself in Flores. This gonna be an entertaining fight. You know what I mean? This Saturday, and of course the main event. We about to get into the fight breakdown and prediction. Of Leigh Wood and Mauricio Lara. Right, so let's get. Matter of fact, let's do it like this. Let's go to the whole event. I could have been did that. Let's go to the whole event. We gonna do it like that because might be some more sleepers on there. Dalton Smith, right? We got Dalton Smith and Billy Ellington. Dalton Smith is another one of these UK prospects, right? That I've been watching. Dalton Smith is another guy, right? This guy don't got sneaky power, right? This guy got real power, like not sneaky power. He got real power, like he hitting people. He hitting people, right? And you seeing them crumble. And I like Dalton's fighting style because he's a strong guy. You know what I mean? He's not too fast, right? But he's not slow at all. You know what I mean? He don't use a whole lot of movement, right? But he used just enough movement, right? He don't He don't really throw a whole lot of punches, but he throw just enough punches. He's a boxer puncher, counter puncher with power. You see 13 fights, 10 KOs, and he's the guy, he don't go and seek his KOs. He reminds me, true enough, y'all, he reminds me, his fighting style, like, not quite the same level of body work as a Spence, but like matter of fact, you know who he remind me of? He remind me of Jamal Charlo. He got a similar fighting style to Jamal Charlo, where he good with the he good with that 1-2, he good with those hooks. He does utilize the body work, right? Not to level of Earl Spence, because who does? That's like the top level body work. Like, he use a whole lot of fucking body work. Earl Spence is mostly body work and jabs, right? You know what I mean? So he don't use body work to that extent, but more like a Jamal Charlo, where he's throwing more jabs, right? And hooks. But he does add the body work in there. Dr. Smith is a solid fighter, solid puncher. You know what I mean? He's also another guy, Dr. Smith, Gary Cully. Two guys I think could come over here and they could compete, you know, with our crop of boxers, with with the American boxers. I think those two guys could make the transition pretty well. And I'm looking forward to them making the transition. You got Gary Cully actually starting to speak out about it, right? He spoke out about Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Dalton Smith, a 140 guy. I think this guy is the goods, man. I think he ready. I think Gary Cully and Dalton Smith, you know what I mean, is the goods. I like his fighting style, 26, Thunder. His name is Thunder for a reason. He's one of those guys where it don't look like he's hitting hard when he's punching people. He's not swinging extremely fast. It don't look like he's jumping out the screen. But when he's cracking people, you seeing them crumble, you seeing them hurt. You know what I mean? Physical specimen as well, Dr. Smith. Entertaining fighter to watch. I just seen about the last. If Dr. Smith got 13 fights, I know I just watch live about 7 of Dr. Smith's fights. You know what I mean, personally myself, right? Dr. Smith is facing off against Billy Ellington. Billy Ellington is 10-1 with 4 draws. That's why like when people be having 3 and 4 draws, I start to wonder, like, man, what really happened? Like, how do you get 3 and 4 draws, right? And this dude only got 15 fights with 4 draws. You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see exactly who he got those draws against. Where he was the underdog, or was he the favorite? You know what I mean? Because those matter, right? Like, Badu Jack got a lot of draws and tighter fights that I think that he won. You know what I mean? So it could be some of that going on. We about to check it out. He's 28 years old, so he's 2 years older than Dalton. They the same height, both 5'9". So let's scroll on down. He had a draw against Ben Fields. Ben Fields is 10-12. Okay. He had a draw against Jamie Robinson. Jamie Robinson is 10-4. He had a draw against Ricky Rose. Ricky Rose is 3-5. And he had a draw against Scott Moses, who's 10-11. Okay, so from looking at this dude's resume, right? Yeah, Dalton Smith finna knock this dude out. This dude getting knocked out. I know they say this dude never been stopped, y'all. This dude never been stopped, right? But yeah, Dalton Smith finna knock this dude out, bro. How many rounds this fight is? 12 rounds? Yeah, Dalton Smith finna knock this dude out, bro. Yeah, I got Dalton Smith over Billy Ellington by knockout. Don't know much about Billy Ellington, right? I just seen his resume, though. I know a lot about Dalton Smith. Dalton Smith gonna knock this guy out. Dalton Smith got 12 rounds in the ring with this dude. This dude might not get past 6, bro. Unless this dude get the running. He had draws. He had 3 draws with people with losing records. He had a draw with a guy that was 10-4, and he had 3 draws with dudes with losing records. That dude is probably going out there. This dude right there, this Billy Ellington dude, is probably the dude that they wanted to sell, but then he started boxing. They realized that he's just not that good, right? And now they put him in there with Dalton, so Dalton can knock his ass out. That's what that's looking like to me. Looking like they finna let Dalton clean up, you know what I mean, Billy Ellington. I got Dalton by knockout. I'm overly confident in that. Overly confident that he gonna knock that guy out. That guy ain't it, right? We scroll down Dalton. He just beat Casey Benjamin, right? For reference, Casey Benjamin 16-2. He was 16-1 when he fought Dalton, right? He just beat Casey Benjamin. Casey Benjamin is another good fighter over there in the UK rotation. Those are the big fight, you know what I mean, for Dalton. You see 17-3, Sam O'Manson, right? He stopped him. Ray Millett saw that fight, very, very entertaining fight. Went 10 rounds. Ray Millett gave Dalton probably his most competitive fight to date. Shout out Ray Millett. Ray Millett is another fighter who kind of fight. Another UK fighter, Ray Millett, who kind of fight like the black American style of boxing. Pretty good boxer, you know what I mean? Yep, I seen him knock out Ray Mollet in the 10 round. Yeah, Dr. Smith finna stop this dude, bro. This Smith, lock that. That's a lock, dog. Smith KO is a lock. Smith KO over Ellington, that's a lock. Lock that shit in. Lock that shit in, man. But I got Billy Dalton. I said Billy Dalton. I got Dalton Smith over Billy Ellington this Saturday. I'm gonna go back and do Gabriel Yafia fight. Him and Ruiz. I gotta see what they hitting on. I got Gary Cully to win his fight. I see Karen Conway on here. Karen Conway taking on Jorge Silva. Y'all remember Karen Conway, the guy that fought Emma Williams? Y'all remember Emma Williams had that fight with that guy that gave Emma Williams a run for his money, right? Man, Emma Williams box, use his shit like, use his boxing ability, use his jab, his defense and shit. That's character, Austin Williams. See? He fought Austin Emma Williams about 2 fights ago. That was the best Austin Emma Williams fight that I seen, right? The most competitive fight that I seen. I knew that going in, though, that Karen Conway, was, wasn't nothing to be played with. Karen Conway is going to be in action as well. I didn't know that. I'm glad I went to the event. He fighting Jorge Silva. Not going to lie, I see 39 years old, 21-7. Yeah, Conway going to beat this dude up. Conway probably going to stop this dude. 8-rounder. This dude been stopped 3 times. Yeah, Conway gonna stop that dude. Conway gonna stop him. I got Conway knocking out Jorge Silva. I got Conway over Silva on the knockout as well. I got Conway over Jorge Silva on the knockout as well. I'm gonna drop the picks after the fact, after I do the main event. I'm scrolling down looking for names that we know of interest. Clark fight. Chevon Clark. He a prospect that's coming up over there. Chevon Clark. Prospect. In the UK, they be having like their heavyweights. They leave their prospects in the amateur system, for years on years too. It don't get talked about a lot, but the UK, they do that too. Like Luke Campbell, they had him over for a long time. Lomachenko over there for a long time. Was over there for a long time. Frazier Clark, right? The new heavyweight prospect that they pushing. He like 7-0. He like 31 years old, right? Then you got Chevon Clark, who 4-0. He 32 years old, right? So a lot of them be in their amateur system for a long time. But Chevon Clark is gonna open up the card. They don't know how many rounds this fight gonna be. Probably gonna be a 10 rounder, giving this dude record like 20-8, 17 KO. This might be a 10 rounder. They just may be pretty good. You know what I mean? But let's get into this main event though. But so far my picks, right? I got Gary Cully over Wilfredo Flores, right? Gary Cully, unanimous decision over Wilfredo Flores. Dalton Smith by knockout over Billy Ellington, right? Karen Conway by knockout over Jorge Silva. And now we about to get into the main event, right? Mauricio Lara, 25-2, 1 draw, 18 KOs, been stopped once, 24 years old. That man, that's a young dude. That man got plenty of fight, man. Them Mexicans be having hella fights, man. That's a young dude, and that nigga got what? 28 fights. You know what I mean? 24 years old, 5'7". A knockout win over Emilio Sanchez, right? Knockout win over Jose San Martin, right? We all know about the knockout win over over Josh Warrington, right? Talked about it going in. Mauricio Lara takes on Leigh Wood. Leigh Wood, 26-2 with 16 KOs, 5'7", 67-inch arm reach, 34 years old. So he's 10 years older. Than Mauricio Lara, right? His last fight with the stoppage win over Michael Conley. Most people had him, down on the cards at the time of the stoppage over Michael Conley, right? But he dug down deep. And he dug down deep, right? And he did what he had to do, and he went and he ended up getting that win away from Michael Conley. I think Michael Conley, he got knocked out with about 40 seconds left, right? Then Michael Conley had about 40 seconds left until he won that fight. He was gonna win that fight pretty easily, man. You know what I mean? He was gonna win that fight pretty easily. Let's see. One judge had him up 3 points. One judge had him up a point, and the other judge had him up a point. You know what I mean? At the time of the knockout, so he pretty much was going to win that fight. You know what I mean? I actually think that he might have been up, but because he got knocked out, those points flipped on him. So he might have actually been up like 2 points, and then when he got stopped, they flipped the points. You know what I mean? In the other direction, right? But I digress. And then Can You, which is where he first, right? This is where people, I ain't gonna say first, right? But this is when people really knew, right? Leigh Wood was the real deal when he knocked out Can You, another fight where he was the underdog. He came in there and he stopped, Can You as well. He's coming out 2 back-to-back stoppage victories, Can You and Michael Conley being his 2 biggest wins of his career. But you see, before that, he had a stoppage before that as well. Reese Mound, he stopped Reese Mound, who's also an undefeated fighter. You know what I mean? 17-1. This is gonna be like this fight, Wood and Lara. These two dudes, man, they gonna meet each other in the center of the ring and they gonna fight. You know what I mean? They gonna fight. Appreciate you, Lulu. They gonna meet each other in the center of the ring. This motherfucker. Appreciate you, this motherfucker. They gonna meet each other in the center of the ring, man. And these dudes pretty much gonna fight. It's gonna be some boxing, right? It's gonna be some turning, like some head movement, right? But as far as like the using of the ring and all that, like, as far as you seen 2 tacticians, right? 2 per boxers going there in the being a chess match and all that, it ain't gonna be that, right? It ain't gonna be a chess match. It's gonna be more like bumper cars in that joint, right? You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be a chess match, right? It ain't gonna be a lot of thinking, a lot of waiting, a lot of thinking, a lot of movements, strategies, and shit like that. It's gonna be like bumper cars, right? It's gonna be a lot of moving. It's gonna be a lot of moving around, right? But it's gonna be a whole lot of banging, whole lot of crashing, right? And they might separate for a second, right? Take a little lap, but you better believe they coming right back and they bumping heads again. Y'all remember bumper cars at y'all carnival and shit? Y'all still do bumper cars? Y'all remember bumper cars? That what this fight gonna look like. It's gonna look like bumper cars. It's gonna be a whole lot of bumping and banging and hitting the ropes and shit like that in this fight because they're just the style that these two bring. You know what I mean? Mauricio, Lara, right? Is a come forward, walk you down fighter. Leigh Wood is a come forward, walk you down fighter. Pretty much in this fight, it's gonna come down to who chin is gonna hold up, right? And who basically is gonna be able to hit who, right? Because this really, like, there is no technical breakdown for this fight because I expect this to be far from technical. You know what I mean? This is really gonna be, man, this is gonna be a dog fight. Who got the biggest heart? Who got the biggest stamina tank? Who got the biggest, nuts? Who hit the hardest, right? Who could take the most? Who could give the most? Who could take what they can get? You know what I mean? It's gonna be one of them kind of fights. This is gonna be an ugly fight, right? I wouldn't be surprised if both these dudes get knocked down. I wouldn't be surprised if both these dudes get knocked down early. I feel like we're about to find out a lot about both of these fighters. We're about to find out who really the big dog, you know what I mean, at this featherweight division. Because both these guys are 2 of the more physical featherweights in the division. Leigh Wood maybe the most, physically imposing, right? As far as his size, he's a lot bigger than most of the guys, being a 5'9" featherweight, you know what I mean, type deal. A lot bigger than most of these guys. Lara is a little, compact pit bull, right? We saw what he did to Josh Warrington. We know he liked to come forward. This is gonna be a come forward fight, you know what I mean? This gonna be a come forward fight, man. This gonna be monster versus monster. This gonna be I'm finna hit you, can you hit me, right? I seen my guy Tate D mention earlier. That I seen my guy Tate D mention earlier that Lara hit a lot hard. There you go. Yeah, I'm back now. Yeah, there you go. He said that he mentioned earlier that Lara hit a lot harder than Michael Conley. He said, I think Lara is a better brawler. He'd be able to counter well in the exchanges and with wild punches. Leigh getting hit with shit he doesn't see all night. Yeah, facts. Facts. My guy had mentioned earlier, Teddy mentioned earlier that Mauricio Lara is a harder puncher, you know what I mean, than Michael Conley. That is true. You know what I mean? He just alluded to Mauricio Lara being, he feel like he's the better brawler. I do think he's a little more technical, right? Which I alluded to earlier. I do think he's a little more technical than Leigh Wood, right? In his approach, but he's coming forward, you know what I mean, as well. And Leigh Wood is a puncher, right? Leigh Wood hits harder than Josh Warrington, you know what I mean? Tell you what I was getting there, right? Lara most definitely hit hard than than Mike Conley, but I think, you know, Leigh Wood hit harder than Josh Warrington. Like you said, if Lara is going to win this fight, he gonna have to, you know what I mean, use his defensive boxing skills. And if Leigh Wood is going to win this fight, he's going to have to be, you know, a little more under control. You know what I mean? Leigh Wood gets wild. You know what I mean? With his approach, he kind of like David Benavidez, right? Leigh Wood, he threw a whole lot of punches. He put their pressure on you, but in doing it, sometimes they square themselves up, right? You don't really want to square yourself up against a guy like Lara, so that could get Leigh Wood in trouble, right? But what could get Lara in trouble, right, is Lara's style is pretty much come forward and walk you down. Leigh Wood is a bigger dude. He's a bully. He's a dog too. You know what I mean? So this could just be a case, right, where we could have two bullies and one bully being bigger than the other one may just play a factor, right? You know what I mean? Similar styles. If Lara is it's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be, which he said this, that's interesting. Can't remember how Lara handled Warrington's power. He handled it pretty good, you know what I mean? But Leigh Wood hits hard to warn, you know, bigger guy. I think like in the nutshell, right? I think Lara might be a little more talented, but with his style of fighting, right? His style of fighting, right? He possesses it. His style of fighting, though, he don't really use most of his talent. I've seen him, you know, box guys, right? But he likes to brawl. That's what he likes to do, right? Lara may be the better overall boxer, right? Leigh Wood is the bigger guy. I think he may be I think Wood may be the more durable guy. You know what I mean? I think he may be the more durable guy in this situation. It's gonna be good, man. I think the longer the fight goes on, right? I think the longer the fight goes on, it's advantage Leigh Wood. You know what I mean? Unless Lara is able to get in early, you know what I mean, and get Leigh Wood routed, which don't really happen much. But I will say this: Leigh Wood can't, you know, get knocked down multiple times in this fight, right? Like he did against Conley. He can't get knocked down because, like my guy Teddy said, he hit harder than Conley, right? You get knocked down against Lara, ain't no telling that you gonna come back and knock Lara out, right? So you don't want to get put on the floor in this fight. So, you know, there's that. This is pretty much gonna be a bang fight, man. This is gonna be a banging fight. For real. He said, salute T. What's good, BBG? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, pimp. Let me drop the hammer one time. He said Leigh Wood slept Conley through the rope. She was crazy because he was winning and he knocked Leigh Wood down twice. Yeah, he was twice. He can't be affording to get knocked down in this fight, right? Because ain't no telling if you go come back and you go be able to knock, you know what I mean, Lara out. You know what I mean? Especially down. We don't know if you could knock him down, right? Let alone be able to knock him out. Y'all do your boy a favor. I got 25 likes. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in, whether you just passing through. You're here for a good time or a long time. Greatly appreciate you sliding through. We in there doing a fight breakdown and prediction between Lara and Wood. I did a couple more picks in this thing. I'm going to have the timestamps at the bottom of the video, so y'all ain't got to watch, you know, the whole thing. I'm going to have my timestamps where I made my actual predictions, you know, and it's done at the end of it. But we in this thing having us a boxing conversation. We're on this main event right now, man, and this main event, man, it's going to be blood. It's going to be blood everywhere. I'm telling you, like, these guys ain't coming in here to box, right? These guys ain't coming here for the beauty of the sport, right? These guys ain't coming in here for, you know, the sweet signs, right? These guys coming in here to knock you out, like both guys, and like what's really interesting, right, is where I think like technical, right? Lara is the better boxer. Leigh Wood is a much bigger fighter. He's a much bigger boxer, right? Much bigger guy, and he's relentless. Lara Lara is going to have to earn Leigh Wood's respect. He's going to have to make Leigh Wood, pump the brakes, right? He's going to have to make Leigh Wood stop moving forward. We just saw what Leigh Wood did to Cullen. Michael Cullen was dog tired in there. Leigh Wood's one of those fighters that press you, that work on your gas tank. The beautiful part about this is Lara is also one of those guys that press you and work on your gas tank. So I'm guessing. So what I'm thinking is they just about to collide. That's why it's really hard to pick, right? You would think you would think right, with two fighters like this, somebody will get knocked out. But both these guys, so tough. Leigh Wood's never been knocked out. Lara has been stopped, right? So there's that. Lara has been stopped before. You know what I mean? Leigh Wood is a bigger guy. You know what I mean? But if Lara is able to get on the inside, let's say I'm expecting, right, this fight to be fought on the inside a whole lot, right? Right. I would probably edge Lara's technical ability on the inside over Leigh Wood. So if the fight is fought mostly on the inside, I would edge Lara, right? But if Leigh Wood is able, to get on the inside and just be the bigger guy and outman him, if Lara ain't able to hurt him, it ain't gonna matter how technical Lara is on the inside, because Leigh Wood is gonna be pressing forward. You know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting. Edgar Chavez was good. Was good. He said Wood ain't no hoe. I think he can win. This a 50-50 fight, bro. I'm having a hard time. I made my prediction already in my mind, right? I know I got it in my mind, but I'm still, I'm talking to y'all. We speaking on points, and I'm still like, man, kind of going back and forth with it. But this is gonna be good, man. He said, I don't know who Lara is, but I look him up. Mauricio Lara is the guy that knocked out Josh Warrington. He knocked out Josh Warrington. Remember the dude that knocked out Josh Warrington, took his belt? That's Mauricio Lara. Mauricio Lara and Leigh Wood fight for the strap this Saturday. He said Conley not a puncher at all. And he had Wood sleep for a second. I think Lara hurts him. Yeah. But with that fight too, Teddy, right? The style that Conley did it, where he ain't a puncher, right? But he a boxer. He like you said, man. I don't know. You alluded to it, right? He might hit Leigh Wood with some shit he can't see. Michael Conley was hitting Leigh Wood with shit he didn't see, right? Michael Conley is an excellent boxer. He don't got that much power, but he was using them angles. He was so quick with it. He was stanging Leigh Wood ass. Lara don't necessarily fight like that. He ain't necessarily like a Mike Conley kind of fight like a black American boxer. You know what I mean? Lara don't fight like that. He more in front of you, come forward. You more so are able to see Lara's punches. Conley slick with his punches. You know what I mean? He was busting Wood. Yeah, he did have him sleep. But I think that was more so from the angles that he was taking and Leigh Wood not being able to see it, because Mike Conley is a fucking Olympian. You know what I mean? He's talented. He's a talented guy. You know what I mean? So I think that's more so where Leigh Wood getting knocked down came from with Conley. Not necessarily his power, but his ability. You know what I mean? And the way he was hitting them with them shits. You know what I mean? Lara ain't as good of a boxer as Conley. He ain't gonna be able to hit him, with all that sneak shit. He ain't gonna be able to hit him with all that sneak shit they don't see coming. He ain't gonna be able to do all that shit type deal. He gonna be kind of right there in front of them, hitting them with them bombs. You know what I mean? He gonna be walking them down, hitting them with them fucking bombs. He ain't gonna be turning the angles and shit on type deal. Yoda, what's good? AB, let me drop the flash for them TWT. What's good, AB? Appreciate you sliding through. Glad you make it. TWT in the building. Edgar Chavez, what's good, pimp? Appreciate you sliding through this John Edgar. What's good, gang? Yoda Wise, what's good, King? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Yoda. TWT in the building. He said that's what make a lot of damage to me. He go put his head down and launch wide heavy hooks from awkward angles. Yep. And then you got Leigh Wood, man, who pretty much the same, man. It's gonna be a banger, dog. Leigh Wood gonna have to if Leigh Wood want to win this fight, right? He gonna have to use either use if he fights this fight on the inside. Big Tex, what's good, Big Tex? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Glad you can make it. TWT in the building. If this fight gonna take place on the inside, which I think it is, if Leigh Wood go win this fight, he gonna have to use their body work on the inside, you know what I mean, to perfection, right? Because Lara Lara is he throwing haymakers, like he throwing haymakers, but to counter that, Leigh Wood gonna have to, work that body right down the middle. He gonna have to meet him in the middle. Don't go into the hooks. Like the thing Lara was doing was he was trying to get around Lara. The thing Warrington was doing, he was trying to get around Lara, right? He was going right into the hooks, right? What Leigh Wood works for him is Leigh Wood is not a guy who's trying to get away from the power. Leigh Wood kind of goes straight down the middle too. You know what I mean? And Leigh Wood, he's a body uppercut kind of guy, right? So it's the style. Like Lara is a hook guy. Leigh Wood is a body uppercut guy. Like the inside fighting is gonna come down to, man, I feel like who could take who punch. I think this fight gonna come down to who could take who punch, or right, who puts defense first. An example, right? Regis Prograis. We all know Regis Prograis to be a brawler, right? A stoppage guy. But in Regis Prograis' last fight, Regis Prograis did something that I'm not really sure if a lot of people picked up on. Regis Prograis in his last fight against William Zepeda, he was the one that paid more attention to defense going into that fight. And that's what won Regis Prograis that fight. In the fight against two brawlers, normally the brawler who pays a little bit more attention to the defensive aspect normally comes out on top of that fight, right? Both guys are brawlers, but at some point, one of those guys is going to have to become, you know what I mean, a thinker in a sense. And I think the guy who uses more, of his defensive ability in this fight, I think that's going to be the guy. I think that's going to be the guy who comes out victorious in this fight. You know what I mean? I'm getting to my prediction stage of this. And again, y'all went back and forth this fight for a long time. I had this done up per Monday, right? It's goddamn Wednesday, and I'm just now doing it because man, this is gonna be a great fight. I really went like back and forth this thing. I really went back and forth this thing, man. I think this is gonna come down to the inside fighting, right? I seen Lara versus Warrington. I seen Wood versus McCullin. I seen Wood versus Cullen. Right, Warrington is a Warrington. You could say Warrington and Colin fight similar styles, right? But Warrington is a little later in his career. Warrington became more so of a brawler, but Warrington in his prime, right? He was more so like of a boxer puncher type, like Cullen. And Cullen gave Leigh Wood, you know what I mean, some problems. I think that style is what gives Leigh Wood's problems, not necessarily a style like Lara. A style like Lara more so plays until the version of fighting that Leigh Wood wants to fight. The thing I feel like in this fight that's going to get Lara in trouble is because he's so tough, because he's a banger, because he's a brawler. Lara has been stopped once before, right? He's been stopped by a smaller guy than Leigh Wood, smaller guy than himself. I saw Leigh Wood, right, get outboxed by Cullen, right? I saw a guy be quicker than Leigh Wood. I saw a guy with quicker feet than Leigh Wood outbox him, knock him down. Lara, even if he is more athletic, but I think Wood and Lara about tit for tat as athletic ability, right? Even if Lara is athletic, D-Free was good. He don't use his feet as much as a Cullen would, right? He don't even use his jab as much as Mike Cullen, does, because he has that ability, but he's a brawler at heart. And I think his heart, right? Both these guys have heart, right? But I think his heart, right, is what's going to get him in trouble against this bigger guy, this bigger brawler, this guy that's coming out the two biggest fights of his career, two upset wins, a guy that's going to be the underdog in this fight as well, coming off two straight upset wins. You know what I mean? I feel like Leigh Wood understands that I'm 32 years old, right? My time is now. I'm 31 years old. My bad. I'm sorry, Leigh Wood. I'm 34 years old. 34 years old. I'm 34 years old. You know what I mean? My time is now. This is going to be a brawl. This is going to be a brawl. I think Leigh Wood, he gonna come in, right? I think Leigh Wood gonna use his body work. I think Lara gonna come in, throwing his hooks, right? Both fighters could get knocked down, but I think Leigh Wood, he gonna use his body work. I think he gonna use his size, and I think he gonna eventually tie up, Lara out. Lara has been stopped before. Right? And I think, with with the cracks that Leigh Wood got, right? Maybe not a one-punch knockout guy, although he did not one-punch knockout the top guy in the division, right? In Sukan. He knocked out one of the top guys in the division, right? Former champion. Knocked him out cold, right? I think he has pound for pound. I think he's a harder puncher than Lara, even if it's slightly, right? I think he's slightly a harder puncher than Lara. I think he's a much bigger fighter than Lara. I like Leigh Wood's toughness. I like his body work. I think Lara's heart, right, is going to get him in trouble because I think he gonna come in, he gonna try to bang with a bigger banger, right? And I think that's what's going to eventually lead to Leigh Wood. You know, I mean, I do see a stoppage in this fight, man. I'm gonna take the flyer, right? I'm gonna go Leigh Wood KO on the bet on the zone, right? But for sake, I would just take Leigh Wood straight up. Don't take it by decision. Don't take it by knockout. Just take Leigh Wood straight up, you know, for the money. And as a matter of fact, let's see what it's worth right now. But my prediction, I got Leigh Wood. I got Leigh Wood beating Mauricio Lara. I'm not sure if it's going to be a knockout or a decision. I could see a knockout, right? I'm going to bet the knockout. But I got Leigh Wood with the upset victory over Mauricio Lara. You know what I mean? I think Lara, even if Lara take this loss, right, he got a lot of time, 24 years old. He got a lot of time. I think Leigh Wood understands that his time is now, and I think that dude hungry. I bet against Leigh Wood 2 times in a row, right? With Sukan and with you know what I mean, with Mike Conley, and Leigh Wood proved me wrong 2 times in a row. So this time, man, I'm gonna ride with Leigh Wood. If Leigh Wood beat Mauricio Lara, goddamn, I know Mauricio Lara, he a dog, he a beast, he got that power, you know what I mean? But I think this dog versus dog, right? And this may be a pit bull versus a Nikita. Y'all know what Nikita is? This may be big dog versus big dog, right? And Mauricio Lara very well may be a pit bull, right? But I think Leigh Wood is a Nikita. You know what I mean? Y'all Google what a Nikita is, and y'all get back at me, right? So I think this may be pit bull versus Akita, right? And I think this Akita about to get this pit bull, you know what I mean? This time I expect it to be fire. This ain't gonna be nothing you want to miss. I feel like shit, even if I am wrong, right? I won't be surprised somebody get knocked out. I don't really know how to call it. I'm calling Leigh Wood victory. I don't know how to call it, bro, but I damn sure would not be surprised if somebody get knocked out. I wouldn't even be surprised if somebody get knocked out early, right? And that wouldn't mean that either fighter is bad. That would just mean that this style of fighting, this matchup, these two guys, it just leads me to believe that somebody probably going to sleep, man. The style of these two fighters leads me to believe that maybe somebody could go to sleep. But also, because of who these two fighters are, right, I know that they some tough guys. So it's going to be hard to stop these guys. Lara will stop once early, but he will stop once. Leigh Wood has never been stopped. You know what I mean? Leigh Wood has never been stopped. So shit gonna be like, I know it's gonna be a dudes. Like I'm expecting like from round 1 to the end of the fight. Like, I'm expecting like I know this get thrown around a lot, right? But I use this because you know it's relative and people know this, right? I'm expecting this jump to be like Hagler Hearns, right? Not Hagler Hearns on bare face, right? But I'm expecting it to be something like that, like as far as you know, both these fighters coming out, you know what I mean, and just letting it all go, letting it all hang out. Most definitely expecting, you know, it to be a bro. Let me drop the flames for my TWTs. What's good, D Free? Appreciate you sliding through this time. What's good, Pimp? Yep, I took wood, bro. I'm taking wood. Ricky, what's good, Rick? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. TWT in the bit. What's good, Pimp? But yep. I just gave my prediction. I'm predicting the upset, man. I'm predicting the upset with Leigh Wood. If I'm wrong, man. But I think Leigh Wood go pull it out. I done bet against Leigh Wood the last 2 times. He done proved me wrong. So you know what? He the bigger fighter, right? Coming off 2 huge wins. I'm gonna ride with him this time. I think it's gonna be brawler versus brawler. I think Leigh Wood is the bigger brawler, right? I think they both go meet up in the inside, and I think Leigh Wood go put the body work on him, and I think eventually, right, he go wear down on Lara, slow him down. Not really sure whether it's gonna be a knockout or a decision. That's what I'm struggling with, but I am gonna bet the knockout, right? I'm gonna bet the knockout on his own, and then I'm gonna put Leigh Wood straight up in the parlay. You know what I mean? type deal. So let's check out these odds real quick while we're here, right? Let's check it out while we're here. Yeah, hey, boxing for real though, boxing. I can see that though, like the style matchup, like the two fighters. Like, I'm expecting it to be a whole lot of punches thrown in this fight. You know what I mean? I'm expecting it to be a lot of action, a whole lot of punches thrown in this jump. Again, I could very well see both fighters getting knocked. I could very well see a knockout. On the way, I feel like it's not gonna be a knockout in this fight, right? If one fighter got some quit in them, or some run in them, we about to find out. That's why I said we about to find out a lot about both these guys in this fight. We about to see which fighter got quit in them and which fighter really, that dog, right? And sometimes being a dog could get you hurt. You know what I mean? Dogs get hurt. Whether you could be a dog, you could fight. I seen dogs win fights and be hurt after the fight. You know what I mean? Sometimes being a dog could get you hurt. You know what I mean? I think we got two dogs. I think somebody's going to get hurt, bro. This is a fight where somebody's go. I guarantee you, bro, somebody's ass is hitting. We got fights Friday, yo. Yo. Bruh. Bro, we got stupid fights Friday. Y'all, bro, we got about 20 fights this weekend, dude. Oh, shit, son. But hold on, wait, y'all done fucked up. Nigga, that's 2 days away. Nigga, we got Friday fights. All right, let me go to it. Let me show y'all. But let me put my brightness up. Put my brightness to it. We got hella fights Friday, but let's go to Lara. Here we go. So we got Leigh Wood versus Mauricio Lara. Right, Leigh Wood straight up is plus 215. So all that mean, right? Plus 215 means if you bet $100, you'll win 215. Vegas work off the 100 scale. Everything work off the 100. Plus 215 mean 100 win you 215. So that means you'll get $315. That means you'll get $315 if you do that. So Leigh Wood, $100 on Leigh Wood get you $315. So if you bet 25 on Leigh Wood, that's 50. Right. So that Leigh Wood at plus 215. Let's go to method of victory. Leigh Wood knockout is 370. Right. So 20 on the Leigh Wood knockout would be 74. So that'd be 100. That'd be $94 roughly. That'd be 94. And what I'm gonna do is something like this, though, right? I'm gonna do something like that. I'm gonna have to throw it in there. I'm gonna throw it in the parlay. But yep, Leigh Wood knockout is 370. Leigh Wood straight up is 215. You know what I mean? $100 scale. Then if you bet 100 on Leigh Wood by knockout, you could win 470. If you bet $100 on Leigh Wood straight up, you can win 315. D1, what's good, D1? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, D1. We doing the fight breakdown. We doing the fight breakdown in prediction. I predicted Leigh Wood with the upset win over Mauricio Lara, right? You got Lara at minus 300, right? Lara at minus 300. That means you will have to bet $300 to win 100. See, like you put 100 on this, right? You'll win $33. That ain't shit, right? You will have to bet. See, minus 300. You will have to bet 300 to win $100, which ain't, good odds unless you just 100% feel like he gonna win. And this ain't one of them fights, right? But to spice it up for you, right? You go method of victory, right? Mauricio Lara KO is minus 180, right? So minus 180 means you have to bet 180 to win 100, which still ain't very good, right? But Mauricio Lara points, right? This the one, right? Now look, now let me talk to y'all. Gambler the gambler, right? I'm let y'all inside my head right now. Let y'all inside my mind right now. I'm giving y'all some free game right now, right? This free game, right? People be making motherfuckers pay for this. I'm gonna give you free game. Mauricio Lara with the points. Now we know Leigh Wood tough. Right? But if y'all think Lara go win, y'all know Leigh Wood a tough motherfucker, right? Mauricio Lara on points is plus 850. I think this is the one that I'm gonna do. I think this is the one I'm gonna put my 50 on. Yeah, this is the one I'm gonna put my 50 on. Let's do the 100,000. Yeah, I'm gonna do the 100 so I can get the 1,000. That'll be 950. So if you feel like Mauricio Lara go in, I got Leigh for the win, Ghost. I got Leigh for the win, Ghost. I got Leigh for the win. I'm going with underdog. I'm going with Wood. I'm going with Wood. But no, if y'all think Lara go win, right? If y'all think Mauricio Lara go win, right? Leigh Wood is a tough motherfucker. Yeah, Leigh Wood's a tough motherfucker. So, you know, Mauricio Lara on points plus 850. Look, $5 on that shit is 45. You bet 10 on it, that's 95. You know what I mean? Is Leigh gonna knock him out late in the 11th? You know what I mean? I got Wood to win. I'm not sure if it's gonna be by knockout or on points because I know both these do some tough motherfuckers. You know, but you know, if you want to get a little interest, Leigh Wood on points is 750. Leigh Wood on points is 750. You know what I mean? So the decision this weekend will be the big money, right? Your fighter on decision, Leigh Wood or Lara on decision will be the big money, right? But I'm going Leigh Wood straight up, right, at plus 215. I'm going Leigh Wood plus straight up. You know what I mean? Fizzle. What's good, Fizzle? Appreciate you sliding through. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all jab that like button for your boy. Whether y'all here for a good time or a long time. I don't know if it's your first time, but if you could not make your last time, hit that subscription button. Greatly appreciate you if y'all could. Jab that like button, let YouTube know that we live, let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing, let YouTube know that we up early and we at it. Greatly appreciate you sliding through this thing. What's good, Fizzle? Appreciate you sliding through this jump. TWT in the building. D1, that's what I'm thinking too, D1. That's what I'm thinking too, D1. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm going to take Wood. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm going to take the fight to go the distance. I'm going to take Wood in one. I'm going to take the fight to go the distance. And I'm going to take Leigh Wood on points. Y'all know I be doing a lot. The fight to go the distance, the fight itself to go the distance, y'all, right? If y'all don't want to pick a winner, y'all just think it's going 12. You know, both these guys kind of tough. The fight to go the distance alone is plus 410, right? So if you ain't got to pick a winner, right? If you want to just bet the fight to go the distance, shit, you throw 10 on that, that's 41, right? So the fight to go the distance is plus 410, which is good odds. You know what I mean? So that junk just to go distance, pick no winner straight up, just shit. Damn, it's okay. We gonna figure, man. We gotta get us hit, right? But I'm going Leigh Wood and my winner, like I'm picking Leigh Wood, right? But I ain't gonna lie, I'm picking Leigh Wood to win the fight, right? But my bet, I might pick that jump to go the distance, and then I might pick one with Leigh Wood on points. I'm picking to go the distance, then I'm gonna pick Leigh Wood on points, and I think that's how I'm gonna do it. And I think that's how I'm gonna do it, Brody. What's good, AB? Appreciate you, Pimp. Appreciate you, D1. Appreciate you, D1. Appreciate you, D1. But yeah, so I got Wood over Lara. But we got Friday fights too. Y'all ain't even know. So I got some work to do. How many fights we got? And they start at 12, bro. Damn, that's early. They start early. Let me see. They Roaster Bernie Smith. I know who that is. He gonna win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know who that is. David the Daily. It must be his card. 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 fights Friday. Andrea Holmes. So we got 10 fights Friday. Damn it, man. All right, so look, y'all. I just took 10 fights for. Wait, I got to be doing something wrong. So I just took the 10 fights for Friday, y'all. Straight up. And $5 on that jump win $447. What's good, bro? Shout out my guy, the Two Witness Reveal channel. Yo, can you do your boy a favor? Could you hit that like button, Two Witnesses? And can you subscribe to the channel as well, bro? I don't know if it's your first time, but if you could not make it your last time, we talk this good boxing every day, all day, right? Right now, we're looking at Mauricio, Lara versus Leigh Wood. I win Leigh Wood. You got Lara. You know what I mean? She gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a fighter's fight, banger's fight. She should be good. Shout out my guy, Two Witness. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. But yeah, we got so we got 10 fights Friday. I just took all the favors in them joints. No, I didn't. I took no, I didn't. Okay, wait. No, I didn't. All right, so let me go back. Okay, that's more like it. Yep, that's more like okay. Bet. Yep. So we got 10 fights. Okay, so we got 10 fights Friday. We got 10 fights Friday. Appreciate you. He said Leigh showed me something in that Colin fight. Leigh didn't show me something in his last two. You know what I mean? His last two been upset wins, right? Fights where he was picked to lose and he won them because he not canned out. He not canned out. He not canned out, like smooth out. You know what I mean? Knocked him smooth out. And then the Conley fight I thought was over with. He was 40 seconds away. He was 40 seconds away from winning that journey. And he smoked his ass. You know what I mean? He said he dug deep, got it done after getting thoroughly beat for multiple rounds. He got momentum on his side after sleeping on Olympian, how he slept with the home crowd. Yeah, he said there was a fight or the underdog is the one to bet. It's deals from D1, pretty much, man. You know what I mean? Like, for real. For real, though. Like this, I'm gonna take it to go the distance. I'm gonna take Wood. I'm gonna take Wood on one. I'm gonna take points on one. I'm gonna take to go distance on one. I'm gonna take Wood on points on one. Cause I think these guys may get knocked down. But even if they get knocked down, I don't think they're gonna get knocked out. For sure, bro. I'm finna get up out of here right now anyway. I'm finna get up out of here in just a second. Live. Matter of fact, I'm finna get out of here right now. But yep, I got Garrett Colley. I got Garrett Colley to win this weekend, y'all. Garrett Colley to win this weekend. Kevin Conway to win this weekend. Dalton Smith to win this weekend. And I got Leigh Wood to win this weekend. Greatly appreciate y'all folks sliding through this thing, man. Skin the Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. This how you rocking. And I'm out. Love.